you think a life that didn't have any addictions, oh yeah, you already answered this, that it would be boring if you had no addictions from the start and lived with no addictions. But I think the interesting part comes with having the addictions, getting rid of them, and then switching them to a positive thing that will benefit your life.
Yeah. I mean, like, you got to think there's like 24 hours in a day, and it's all about sort of what you use them, like what you use that for, and like that completely, like, because sometimes I wake up, I go to college, but I haven't been to college for ages, so I've got the whole day to myself, basically, and I've got to sort of stay sane and sort of try and give myself a sort of purpose, and that's literally what you got to do in life. And that is what the healthy addictions, those people that are living that same routine every day, have found that purpose,
and they're addicted to it.
They found that purpose and they're addicted to it because it's the right choice of life, and it's making them feel
addiction has
good.
Loads of negative connotations, but addiction is really positive when you put it in the right context.
I mean, you can, like, there's so many healthy addictions. Like, you could sort of eat healthy. There's so many stuff that you could healthily be addicted to.
I've experienced this in my own life, because like when I was younger, when I was a tween, like when I was 12 and stuff, I used to drink a lot of fizzy drinks and juice and stuff like that, and I used to hate drinking water. I used to never drink any water, and I used to be basically addicted to drinking like sugary products just to drink, just for sustenance. And then I started drinking water, and it was really hard for me because obviously I was addicted to the other substances. So, and then I kept drinking water out of necessity because I had loads of spots and stuff like that. So I kept drinking water. It was a lot healthier for me. And then eventually I stopped wanting to drink the sugary drinks and only wanted to drink water. And so it looks like the direction that you push, energy-wise, the direction that you choose has momentum. So if you keep doing that, then it'll kind of automatically renew itself.
Exactly. It's sort of, it's the repetition of it. It's just sort of like, it's insane. Like, one of the things I noticed as well was when I was back in like high school, I'm a guy, I don't really set alarms to wake up and stuff. So, but I noticed that every day for school I would wake up at exactly 7 o'clock. Like, why is that? Why do I wake up exactly at 7 o'clock without being told? Like, even if I go to sleep at like 3 in the morning, I'd still wake up at 7 o'clock. Now I don't wake up at 7 o'clock, but I still wake up at the right time, you know? But it's just sort of, you look at that and it's sort of just like, your brain's naturally got it drilled in. You know what's going to happen, you know? It's like, you know, like tomorrow, like, if I was back at school, I'd be like waking up tomorrow and being like, getting up. I still remember my exact ritual for school, like, and it's like still drilled into my brain deep down somewhere. But like, at the moment, like now I don't use it because it's just unnecessary, like, because I don't go to school anymore. But like, that was the way of living, and like, it was kind of a positive way of like sort of doing things.
You had a structure.
Yeah, because I had a structure and I had sort of some sort of purpose to my life, and it's kind of that purpose that's really important, that keeps your mental strength kind of going and stuff. Because if you wake up and you're sort of just like, do you know what, I'm just going to lie in bed and watch films all day and just eat crap, you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to feel lazy, and you're going to feel things. Because all those things are just like bad for you, you know? You're sort of just like, and you're sort of like, occasionally you can treat yourself and reward yourself, but after the hard work and after sort of like the things that you've positively done, you know?
Well, that's kind of the YOLO lifestyle, doing everything now to make yourself feel high in the moment, and then without consideration of the consequences in the future. But you're talking about more long-term gratification tasks, so maybe working out to, you know, increase your whatever or decrease, just make yourself healthier so you feel better in the long term, rather than feeling healthy or feeling good in the moment and then feeling bad after instantly.
I mean, it's just kind of about sort of routine, really. I really think that everyone who's got mental problems it's always because of one thing. It's just their lifestyle, you know. It's their lifestyle, it's the way they've been living, it's the way that they've been taught, it's the way they've been spoken to. It's all these interactions and things that they do lead to what their mental health like does about them, you know. It's just like if you were like in a household where you're abused every day and like you weren't fed and stuff, and you'll be living a shit life and you probably have depression and stuff like that. But if you sort of live in a middle class like lifestyle with like parents who just like, do your homework, do this, you know, do that, as much as you hate them and stuff, you're not going to be depressed. You're not going to be sort of like thinking, oh, you know, oh, this is terrible, because you kind of, it is possible obviously for people who are very high up positions to be depressed, and everyone can have a mental illness and stuff, but it's kind of, it's all about the lifestyle that is correct to you, and it's finding that lifestyle, you know, because maybe it is that you wake up and that you don't do as much, but you do a few things like across the day, and maybe that's just the way you like it and that's what's beneficial to you. But like for me, it's always, I've got to go outside and do something, I've got to have something that I've done during my day to sort of feel completed, you know.
So are you saying that addiction and mental health is somewhat temporary?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like mental health sort of things, with whatever condition you may have, whatever like sort of mentality you may have about life, is kind of, it's of course going to be temporary. Like, it's of course going to be temporary. I mean, like, you look at sort of where your mindset was at a few months ago, it would be completely different to the way it is now, because of the experiences and the things that you've been told and the way that the media's presented to you, you know, everything that sort of affected your life to get to this point, you know, is completely different from the way it was a couple months ago. You know, a few things would be the same obviously, but like, you could literally change your life entirely within a week, you know, like probably within a day, you know, like anything, like it's, everything's possible.
Do you think it all whittles down to willpower then?
Yeah, I mean, I've been sort of like at like low points and stuff, and like it's important to understand whenever you're at a low point that won't ever last forever, you know, like you won't ever sort of be like, oh, I feel shit, but I'm not going to feel shit forever, you know, like there's always going to be some light at the end of the tunnel and stuff, and it's about sort of finding what that light is, you know, sort of just like understand what you enjoy and stuff, because like life is just kind of like a massive jigsaw, right? And you've got to, at the point I'm at in my life, I'm 16 years old, right, and I've just got to figure out how to put the side pieces of the picture, how to sort of figure out the little outer pieces of the jigsaw, but I don't have the box, I don't know what the picture looks like, you know, so I've got to think about what,
and it moves.
Yeah, so at the edge of this picture are all my hobbies and all the things that I like, and that's going to construct the bigger picture in the end, you know, like, so it's just about sort of finding out what you like to do, how you can sort of do stuff, you know, how you can have a good routine, like it's just everything. Like if you want to sort of really improve that, the way you think and outlook on life, it's just completely change your routine to the way you want to do it. So it's that simple.
Yeah, man.